just gave the American public a real gift in terms of what, not a gift, but fairness in terms of what they have to pay for insulin and what they're going to have to pay for other things. Well, guess what? That also cut the federal debt. Cut the federal debt. For example, over 1,000 billionaires in this country. And I know you're going to hear me say this until I'm able to change it. You know what their average rate of pay, federal tax rate is? 8%. 8%. I think you should be able.
There is a new update. Residents of more states are expected to receive checks this October, and lawmakers have announced that $5,000 payments are going to be sent out further and assist the residents that are struggling financially. The Biden administration has already confirmed that there is a new relief looking out for next year. And also, in a surprising twist of events, residents in Illinois are in for a pleasant surprise as unclaimed property checks valued at up to $10,000 are going up. Now, in a surprising twist of events, Illinois is gearing up to disperse unclaimed property checks, also known as unclaimed property refunds, just to eligible residents. The objective of this initiative is actually to reconnect residents with funds and assets that have remained untouched or forgotten over the years. And according to local news reports, over 66,000 individuals could potentially qualify to receive up to $5,000 each. Totaling around $47 million simply by checking their mail. The Illinois State Treasurer actually collaborated with the Illinois General Assembly to implement changes in the Money March program, streamlining the process of automatically returning money to individuals without the necessity of filing a claim. Lawmakers agreed to raise the automatic payment cap. All they have to do is endorse and cash a check, and we've tried to make it very easy, is what the government is saying. The eligibility criteria for these unclaimed property checks are straightforward. Both former and assistant residents of Illinois may have unclaimed property checks awaiting them, originating from various sources such as forgotten bank accounts, insurance policies, or even uncashed paychecks. Claiming unclaimed property checks is actually a straightforward process facilitated by the Illinois State Treasurer's Office. The Enhanced Money Match program leverages technology to cross-match data already collected by the state with the Treasurer's unclaimed property tax database. In many cases, individuals' owned funds don't need to take any action to receive a stimulus check, but they can check beforehand to confirm eligibility. And since March, both the former president and Joe Biden have extended the pause in student loan payments. So folks, will Social Security recipients receive an extra $200 monthly payment? Well, in today's video, everybody, I'll be answering all of your Social Security questions and all of the questions that you have around a fourth stimulus check. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. If you support a fourth stimulus check from Congress, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. And also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family. Right now, everybody, President Joe Biden is proposing a major expansion of the government's role in long-term care. Many Americans are questioning some key provisions of Joe Biden's infrastructure plan. So far, everybody, the stimulus bill currently includes $400 billion to accelerate a shift from institutional care to home and community services, all through the Medicaid program. But the thing is that Joe Biden intends to change long-term health care, and the size of the financial commitment is about 17% of the $2.3 trillion infrastructure proposal. According to ABC News, long-term care was always going to be a growing issue in an aging society like the United States. However, the crisis has made it even more consequential. So folks, it looks like some of our politicians are finally ready to help out our seniors. In addition, everybody, a new summary of President Joe Biden's plan says the money will go to expand home and community-based services so more people could get health care. Another goal from Joe Biden will be to raise pay and benefits for all workers, and wages now average around $12 an hour. In addition, everybody, the proposal would permanently reauthorize a program with Medicaid that helps people move out of nursing homes and back into their communities. What do you think of Joe Biden? Do you approve of his work on stimulus checks and Social Security benefits? Let me know down in the comments. And if you guys believe that Joe Biden will send a fourth stimulus check this year, then let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Now remember, everybody, that during the campaign, Joe Biden ran on a platform that includes proposals to increase Social Security benefits while extending the program's solvencies. President Biden's Social Security platform included key benefit increases. Eligible workers would get a guaranteed minimum benefit equal to at least 125% of the federal poverty level. And people who have received benefits for at least 20 years would get a 5% bump. Widows and widowers could receive about 20% more per month. Joe Biden also proposes changing the measurement for annual cost of living increases to the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, which can more closely track the expenses that retirees face. And to pay for the changes and extend the program's solvency, Biden would apply Social Security payroll taxes to those making $400,000 and up. Everybody, I definitely agree that Social Security benefits must be increased. Our politicians must do a better job in helping out our seniors. By the way, folks, how much do you think SSI benefits should be increased to? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. In addition, everybody, President Biden called for increasing Social Security checks by $200 per month during the crisis. And this idea has also been proposed by other politicians. Two House Democrats have separately proposed putting an emergency cost of living adjustment in place. And this would bring next year's benefits increase up to 3% from 1.3%. We all know for sure that the crisis is not helping Social Security trust funds, which were already hurting before the beginning of the crisis. Having fewer workers in the economy contributing to payroll taxes that fund the system has helped to further deplete the reserves. So this might mean, everybody, that Social Security benefits are running low. But earlier this month, the Social Security Administration estimated that its funds could be depleted in 2035, at which point only 79% of Social Security benefits will be payable to recipients. And this is terrible, and these estimates also do not take the crisis into account. Recent estimates from the Bipartisan Policy Center indicate that in the worst case scenario, Social Security benefits, SSI, and SSDI benefits could all run out as soon as 2023 or 2024. The old age fund that pays retirement benefits could be depleted anywhere from 6 to 8 years after that. Lawmakers definitely need to begin taking action. But so far, everybody, Republican Senator Mitt Romney has reintroduced a bill called the Trust Act, and this bill is supposed to address the shortfalls faced by Social Security and other federal programs that rely on trust funds, which are falling short. Mitt Romney's bill would create bipartisan rescue committees dedicated to each of the endangered funds, and those groups would be tasked with writing legislation to implement changes that would extend the program's long-term solvencies. And the good news, everybody, is that the latest version of the Trust Act already has bipartisan support. Democratic senators in the Senate, including Joe Manchin, have all supported this Social Security bill. In addition, everybody, another proposal that could get reintroduced this year is the Social Security 2100 Act. The proposal, led by Representative John Larson, aims to restore the problem solvencies, the Social Security program solvency, into the next century through payroll tax increases, while increasing some benefits. Millions of Americans are still in financial distress, and so our politicians must take massive action and help all of the Americans that are in need. A large amount of Americans already support another fourth stimulus check, and top economists have even called for more direct aid to Americans. More than 150 economists, including former White House economist Jason Furman, signed a letter that argued for recurring direct stimulus payments lasting until the economy recovers.
Mr. President, at the start of the year, the Senate Democrats pledged that one of our top priorities would be tackling climate change. I directed all of our